welcome back. So it has been a hot minute. My deepest apologies for that. I like getting videos out to you guys, and I try to do things as best I can. And so let me kind of go through what's been going on. Well, took a few months off there. Had a major incident in my bathroom. Had a wall that was just totally rotted out. Had to totally renovate my entire bathroom. Took quite a bit of while. And I just like to be a little bit more honest with the things I do and what I'm doing. So, and here it is. It's January. It's very cold. I actually had to go out and get a little heater. And because so I might turn that up actually. Very cold here in the garage, so I'm just trying to stay kind of warm. This one thing is so pivotal to your boating experience, whether it's fishing or recreation, that if you don't do this, it will cost you in the long run. Okay? And it is so simple, that any average person can do it. What I'm going to do today is something should do every year at the end of boating season, maybe even twice a year. It's not that expensive, not a big deal. Today, we are going to be changing the lower gear oil. I recommend changing this, if not twice a year, at least once a year, depending on how much you use it. I think this cost me $8. This is a little siphon pump. You screw this into this, and you and squirt it all in there, okay? It should prevent a lot of mess of you trying to funnel it in and everything like that. Also, read the back. Okay, now this says it's got fittings for Yamaha, Tohatsu, adapter. That's what this little piece is here, okay? It will fit Johnson Everroot, OMC, Cobra, Volvo, SX, Yamaha, Nissan, Tatsu, Honda, Outboards, alright? So it doesn't fit Mercury. I almost put this back because when I looked at the front, I'm like, oh, I can't use this on Mercury. I don't know what I'm going to do. And pulled it over to the back. Or does it? Used with 32-ounce Gear Lube bottles. Gear Lube fits all Mercury and Marine Outboard outboards, except those Japanese origin. Well, it was made in '62, so I think we're pretty good there on the Japanese outboards. This one's stamped in USA. Will fit any outboard stern drive with 3/8-inch 16 thread drain screw. Pick this up at Academy Sports. You can probably pick it up at any outdoor store. $5. Alright, you're going to need a couple things. First off, make sure that you're going to put the proper stuff in there. Well, check with your manufacturer specifications. I use 90 weight in this Mercury model. This is synthetic. I like synthetic. High performance gear lube. Quicksilver. Quicksilver makes a lot of Mercury Marine, Mercury products. Also, one thing you want to be doing is you want to read the back. Recommended by Mercury Marine, okay? So I'm going to put this in my lower unit. The other thing you're going to need, screwdriver, okay? Screwdriver and some type of pan to drain this old oil into. Well, if you're watching this video, you obviously know how to turn a goddamn wrench, so then I shouldn't even need to ask if you got a screwdriver. Even if you don't know how to turn a wrench, you can go find these. Call one of your friends, he'll have one. Or she, for that matter. Sometimes, women are actually very good mechanics and very handy with small tools. Alright, now, this is what we're going to do. Those are the tools necessary to change the lower gear unit oil. Alright guys, so let's get to it. And don't forget, like and subscribe. Alright, so, turn it. So on this particular outboard, we got a screw here, okay? Make sure you got a drain pan down here. That way you can catch any spills, alright? to fill everything up, you're going to do the reverse. You're going to want this either leaning to where you want this at the lowest point, okay? This should all lean out, because this should be all filled up, and it should just come out. And then what I'll do is I'll tilt this back, and it should pull everything else out onto that. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and change this. This took me a couple minutes to get loose. It was very tight. As you can see, I went ahead and I picked up a oil container, and I got me some rags. All right, so roll them sleeves down. I'm just going to back this out. All right, now, and you want to start on the bottom first, okay? And that's because this is in a vacuum, all right? So when I take this bottom one out, it's just going to kind of dribble, and then I can come in and try to get this top one. But if you try to take the top one out without taking the bottom one, it's not going to. This isn't going to give because of the vacuum created, okay? All right. And it's coming out a little bit. So I'm going to clean this one up. Just rub this bolt down real good. And part of the problem was when I did all my painting, I hadn't taken this out before to kind of break that loose a little bit to do this, which I should have done beforehand. And but I did end up getting it out. This top screw, though, however, turn it like this. Oh wow, that stuff is draining real slow. The top screw looks like it might be damaged, so hopefully this doesn't have to get drilled out or something. That's going to be really bad, but go ahead and get this top screw out now that we've got the bottom one done. Make sure you don't lose these because they are very small. Okay. So now, for me to get the right angle that I needed to get on there, I kind of had to like turn this all the way. At least that was to get that one out, and that way the outboard here wasn't moving. Let's see if we can get this top one out now that we've kind of broken that vacuum. Something to sit on. Okay. Just kind of move that. Ooh, there it goes. That's, oh boy, that was in there. So to fill this, I was mistaken. I thought you filled it from the top. You don't. You actually fill it from the bottom. And to do that, you'll kind of tilt the motor up. But that's why we have the pump. So we're good there. Let me turn this back this way. Okay. Now this actually looks like it's brand new. Take this out. That's just a little itty bitty screw. As you can see, real little. And some paint on there for me painting it, but looks like we got it. So we're just going to set that from the side. This should take roughly about 10-15 minutes. This is draining really, really slow. It's probably because it's very cold in here. So we'll probably give this maybe 30 minutes. But we're going to let this drain until there's really nothing else coming out. However, it does look like this was probably changed very recently. Oh, there, see, there it starts to go. Now it's a-flowing. Okay. Yeah. See, it's coming out real heavy now. So, I guess some of the warmer stuff was in there, but that actually looks really brand new. So I guess whenever I bought it, the person that I bought it from, I guess they had went ahead and changed it. But, you know, sometimes you never know, and it's always best to always ask the person you're buying it from. A lot of times, if they're going to be an honest person, yeah, that's what they've done, or they'll tell you, I have not, but it was done at this time, it'll need to be done, and you can negotiate a better price, maybe. But it looks like, you know, this person did their due diligence, as am I. So we're going to let this drain for about 20-30 minutes, and so one thing I'm kind of looking for here, though, is, for one, I'm looking to see what color it is. Now, this wasn't ran, so it's not going to be dirty, but I am looking for, we did run it when I bought it, so, and he had told me that he had used it a couple times before then, but so what I am looking for is a milkiness to this, and like I said, this looks very clear, new. I'm also looking to see if it's very dirty. It's not, so there's no dirt and anything in there, so that's good. And the milkiness means that there's not a sealant leak, and that's going to be the major one. Same as if you're changing the oil in your car. If you're pulling out oil in your car and it's looking almost like some, you know, some white chocolate there, and it's supposed to be some dark chocolate, you've got coolant leaking into your motor and or into your oil, and you're about to have a really bad day. Right now we're doing good, so we're going to let this drain, and once it's done draining, we'll come back. Fill it up. Okay, so as we can see, most of it is all out. Now, what I could do, if I wanted to be a real big stickler and make sure I got everything out, okay, because this isn't going to take a full 32 ounces of this, what I could do is pump a little bit up in there and then kind of let it wash itself down. I don't think that that's really necessary. However, so this has a fitting on it, and this fitting will screw right up into this. It should, if I can get it. Okay, so we're going to screw that up in there. The reason for that, okay, because now we can pump it. Let's just go ahead and wipe all that off. All right. We're going to leave the oil pan down in there just in case it continues to drip, but we're going to pump it until it comes out of this hole, okay? And there we go. Okay. Alright, so now it's coming out. We're going to let a little bit of that kind of run, but what we're going to do is we're going to take our rag, we're going to wipe up. Oh. Whoopsies. It slid off there a little bit. Okay. Alright, the reason why we're going to wipe that up like that is because I'm pretty sure there's air pockets on that. Okay, you can see some air coming out, and we're just going to catch this excess. I'm pretty sure that the air doesn't hurt anything, but we got to create our vacuum again, and that is because if I try to take this out without creating the vacuum, it's all just going to come pouring right back out. All right, just kind of put that in there. Just going to get it started, and we're not going to fully tighten it down. Okay, we're just going to kind of get it in there. We're going to just snug it. Okay, just a little snug. Okay. All right. Now that that's snug, you can unscrew this piece. You want to be careful because this piece is just a regular, there it goes, plastic piece. And you don't want that breaking off. Alright, so some of that is leaking out. It's okay. Just going to take this. Always want to hand start these with your fingers, and that will prevent it from stripping out. Okay. A little tight. Alright. Well, it feels like that's pretty tight. Okay, so that is done. As I said, it really does not take a whole lot of the gear oil. Clean up my mess here. And that one bottle, I think, was $8. That's gonna last very long time. All right, but now, and I put full synthetic in. I use full synthetic in everything. Just, I like the way it works better. Okay, that's it, guys. Don't forget, like and subscribe.